me, fellas, this is the one. All right, so who'd we get? We just got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick. Oh my gosh, that's a haul. Yeah, how many picks did we trade? Here's the thing. We didn't trade any picks. You just pulled off the trade of the century, dude. Yeah, but what players did you give up? Maxi Kleber, Marquise Morris. Oh my gosh, we got a fleece. And Luka. You said what? You traded who? I know it sounds bad, but we had to get Anthony Davis. We didn't need Anthony Davis. Look, we needed strength in the front court, and we have Kyrie. That is Luka Doncic, the man who dropped 70 last year. Look, I understand, but this trade makes our team better. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose our job. We're lucky if we don't get executed for this. Look, I understand it seems crazy, but people are going to look back on this and think that you are the dumbest man to ever walk the earth. Yeah, I resign, bro. Hey, good luck, man. I'm out.
On the stage the entire time. All right, so we got LeBron James celebrate as Anthony Davis heads to the Dallas Mavericks in a shocking trade for Luka Doncic. The Dallas Mavericks are facing scrutiny after trading superstar Luka, leaving the fans in shock, disappointment, tension. Peg and GM Nico Harrison's decision being questionable prompted jokes. Man, he was just sitting up there looking like ha 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 and he prompting jokes at the team's future. Man, it sound like we going towards a rebuild. In the recent Grammy Awards, comedian humorously declared Trevor Noah traded to the Dallas Mavericks, highlighting a surge. The Dallas Mavericks, the butt of the joke at the 67th annual Grammy Awards after Luka Doncic. If y'all want to check that out, go to the NBA trade deadline looms with significant moves. Hey, another move that might be coming up is going to be Miles Turner. Be on the lookout for Miles Turner to be traded potentially to the Lakers. And then you got Jimmy Butler. I did know where he was going to be looking at. Almost headed to go, but I forgot. I'll let y'all know in the next video. Make sure you come back.
And that's facts.
All right. Let's see what the Mavericks page is talking about. Enjoy greatness. Man, Luka Doncic leaving is bittersweet. He's like that piece of cake that you know you're not supposed to eat late at night. Hey, yeah. Yeah, it looks good, but you know, eventually it can be bad for you. It's unfortunate to see him go this way, but I'm lost for words.
I beg your pardon?
That's why I ain't getting no Kyrie Irving jersey. Right jerseys. Shout out to the real men in the building. All right, let's see what's next. She put all that stuff in that bag. That girl talented. How you gonna post highlights of a game you got blew out on? But what we can see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. We'll say 4. And 2 Mavericks. Where the rest of them at? Nobody coming in to crash? I'm pretty sure you missed that shot. And don't get me started on Clay. Clay was almost in my thumbnail tonight. Yeah, I was seriously thinking about scratching him up. How you gonna go out for 21 points in the first quarter of a game and go goose egg? Hey, was it Johnny B? Did Johnny B say that Klay Thompson wasn't as hype as he was supposed to be? What's Klay Thompson? Why do you ask? Was the Dallas Mavericks trying to show Klay Thompson, but he was unable to step up to the plate to get the job done? We had to lean on the guys like Brandon Williams, Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes. Klay Thompson might be on the chopping block. I know he was looking for a life in Dallas, but it's looking like it might turn into a short stay. Man, Klay gonna have to get it together. Who shot that? Exum? Boy, I like to see some old Max highlight. Was this the starting lineup? Look like Klay Thompson got on some hoop earrings right here. Exum, I ain't gonna lie. That starting lineup looks sus. It look a little, I'm just saying, out of all the people that we got, I do want to see some more Kelly. I done seen his name spelled so many different ways. 8 hours ago, Mavs injury update. Hey, and apparently I'm hearing that Kyrie is not satisfied. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. They need to get their house in order. The Dallas Mavericks are out here making moves. It's like you trying to take care of the side friend when you got somebody at home. Dallas Mavericks are cooking too many things on the stove at one time. You're bound to burn something, especially if you got something cooking on the grill as well. Everything cooking over at the same time. Is this strategic calculations, or is it epic scramble on the verge of collapse? Let's see. So bad. Oh, trying to figure out what that was, man. Trying to take me to one of them nasty pages. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna be out here like one of them. Oh, it's on the Mavs page.
Credit, you know.
Let's check
trades,
this out.
You guys have been around here. Trades don't happen
at the smallest level without stuff getting out. And Rob and I were able to.
You see how Jason Kidd trying to scan the room? See, I'm a psychology major. So I could tell you how to read their body language on how they conduct themselves during this interview. Because when TGK was going over there, it was a lot of sus stuff that was going on. And I was like, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you.
Able to have, really intense conversations over the course of, 3 or 4 weeks that started out as a coffee that, was more, hey, would you ever?
So if you notice Jason Kidd looked like he's in a trance right now. Jason Kidd, this might be the first time he's really fully hearing how this went down. He's thinking about all the people who he probably had to cover for him for and say certain things to, just to keep them to go along, to get along, so it didn't cause any friction of the team. Because right now, the Mavericks have a lot of friction. It's things going on behind the scenes between players and coaches, players and players, people trying to figure out their roles with so many talents coming in with Anthony Davis. Now, for all we know, our centers probably were the glue that was able to keep those egos mended, but now the team's breaking down. People are having to step up in certain roles, and people might not want that responsibility. So the Dallas Mavericks definitely is going to be a lot of decisions that they need to make. And look at Nico. I shouldn't see any teeth during your explanation right now. No sneak disses. You can't sneak diss somebody who gave you so much like Luka Doncic has gave this franchise. It's just a matter of time. It might not be your time.
I don't know. Would I? Let me think, and then it.
Okay, so I'm going to give y'all a little bit of homework. So y'all notice how his eyes went to the left and then back to the right? Look that up. It'll tell you exactly, and it's a good reasoning. But you got to look it up so you can really understand it. No, I can't really explain it. I will be here all night.
It built upon that, and we kept it.
Jason Kidd, head down, looking at his notes. Why Nico ain't got no notes? Did Nico give him the notes?
Between us, we had to keep it tight. J Kidd didn't know about it, but
see, I said this is first time hearing about it.
J Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So
archetypes that can fit around Luka, not using Luka to get your archetype. You got an archetype. So therefore, you need to be focusing on Luka Doncic and building a team around him. And so what if he's 312 pounds? It was 275 or something like that. That's still big as hell. It ain't no difference between him going to sit down with THJ and eat a bucket of KFC. That boy be up to 350. I'm just saying, but I digress. Let's get back into it.
Types, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know.
So anytime you're using your hands, you're really trying to convey your point. We all know Nico is he's not very vocal. So therefore, he likes to play the scene. So he's using his hands to somewhat make us be okay with going along with what he's telling us. He's trying to walk us through it. That's why hence the hands. He's trying to lead you to it, or ease you into what he's doing.
So the type of players that he likes.
See, and then that he likes. If you're in the position that you're in and you're getting paid that money, yeah, he knows what he wants to say. He's having to filter it so he doesn't give up anything else he's doing. And if you're just now coming in, some trades that you need to look out for, you're going to have Miles Turner is probably going to be in a trade somewhere. Then you also got, we all know Jimmy Butler, and then we already got the De'Aaron Fox trade. So make sure y'all stay alert. If something else happens, then I'll definitely tap back in. I might even
without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like?
Happen?
So I know that, and J Kidd coached them when they won a championship. So I think when you're aligned with your coach like that, I know the type of players that he likes, and so I felt good about it making sense to where we're trying to go. And I'd like to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit. Trades. You guys have been around here. Trades don't happen at the smallest level without stuff.
So it looks like Jason Kidd is starting to be warm up a little bit more to it.
Getting out. And Robin.
Oh, he's playing for the camera. That fake smile.
And I were able to have, really intense conversations over the course of, 3 or 4 weeks.
And you could tell Jason Kidd is uncomfortable because he's been fidgeting with a bottle underneath the table or something that makes noise. I can hear it crackling.
Started out as a coffee that was more, hey, would you ever, I don't know, would I, let me think of, and then it built upon that. And we kept it, we had to keep it tight.
I need to know who initiated the conversation for you to trade Luka Doncic. Who was the front man and what were the, come on, Nico, got us out here looking suspect, getting blowed out by the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know how much mess we was talking to the Cleveland Cavaliers last year? We didn't care. We wanted smoke with anyone. And why was that? Because of the team that we had. Luka Doncic, Kyrie, Irving, Daniel Gafford, PJ, 3J Washington. You find it okay for you to be able to go out here and complete this trade in like a thief in the night. Yeah, we all know what happens after 11 o'clock. Ain't nothing open. You know what it is after 11 o'clock. And you was out there with Rob pulling out there. Yeah, we know what was happening out there. Them Diddy parties with the baby oils. Everything is questionable now.
J Kidd didn't know about it, but J Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know the type of players that he likes without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like, so I know that. And J Kidd coached them when they won a championship. So I think when you're aligned with your coach like that, I know the type of players that he likes. And so I felt good about it making sense to where we're trying to go. And I'd like to give.
So he said a lot in that statement. He was basically saying that Luka represented everything that Jason Kidd didn't like. So he's somewhat shifting the blame to Jason Kidd. Well, you're telling me this is the type of player that you want, but then I come in here, and that's not saying Luka Doncic wasn't taking care of his treatment, but I'm just giving an example of what he's probably thinking. He's saying, you telling me you want a guy that's going to sacrifice for the team. Maybe Luka Doncic had got to a point where he felt he was above sacrificing for the team. Ego, pride cometh before the fall. Now, I know we want to be upset at Nico and everybody else. We're justified in venting and getting how we need to express ourselves out. So therefore we can deal with it in a healthy way. At the same time, Luka Doncic does have responsibility and accountability in the situation as well. I'm not surprised. If you didn't play the whole season for me and I paid you, I'll be looking at you sideways too, especially with the traction that we were able to see. And just think, we were saying as soon as we get Luka Doncic back, we'll be able to go deep into the playoffs. But at the same time, who was the guys putting in the work to get us there? We've enjoyed so many more Mavs games this season than a few seasons, just because of the energy that the ball has when it travels, when it moves, and when it goes around the whole court. It carries energy. Therefore, when that person that on that fifth rotation or that fourth rotation is wide open, that Mavs spirit is in that three-pointer. Jaden Hardy from the corner, Quentin Grimes from the corner, Kyrie Irving stopping pop three. That's the energy from the effort on the loose ball, on the rebound. He coming down. Hey,
to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit. Trades, you guys have been around here. Trades don't happen at the smallest level without stuff getting out. And Rob and I were able to have, really intense conversations over the course of, 3 or 4 weeks. That started out as a coffee that, was more, hey, would you ever, I don't know, would I, let me think of, and then it built upon that. And, we kept it between us.
Q Grimes, I see you.
J Kidd didn't know about it,
Shout out.
But J Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know the type of players that he likes without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like, so
Nah, you don't make no decision for no other man. If y'all haven't checked out the video that has the 12-minute beat intro, that video is hot fire, and it's got a segment in there where this guy is in the church office and they basically telling him that he not tipping 10%, and then it's this lady in there that ain't supposed to be in there, and he had to let her know you ain't even supposed to be in here. So you gotta let a man make his own decision. You can't do that and then put the weight or try to share the weight of it. No, sir.
Tight. J Kidd didn't know about it, But J. Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk
hear-
about
I'm
culture
good.
that we want to create. So I know the type of players that.
Steph Curry's response when asked who won the blockbuster trade between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks involving Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis, agree. He said neither.
Are you sure? Yeah, that's real. Just because.
Yo, Richard, I see you in the building. Shout out. We got Mr. Glasses. How can we go wrong? Hey, that's facts.
And that's facts.
We got Mr. Glasses. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like Anthony Davis. My wife showed me like a little layout. They got him what the supposed to start new five supposed to look like. And that boy arms is hella long. Hey, yeah. I mean, like, bro, like just out here. Anthony Davis. That boy is literally has strange features. A unibrow like never seen before. Long limbs, a reincarnation of Slender Man. And now he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. Good thing Kyrie has the Sage. He's going to be getting rid of all the negative energies. Let's see what else. Let's tap back in. Let's see. If you're just not coming in, make sure you hit the like, subscribe. This is the one-stop shop for all things Dallas Mavericks. I am your host, Locke, and welcome to the Mavs Sphere, where we all bleed Mavs blue when you're in the Sphere. And that means we're family. So drop your comments in the comment section. And matter of fact, let's see. I'm going to drop the link. And if anybody want to come up, how they feel about Nico, I mean, just express yourself.
I beg.
Y'all bear with me. It's going to be my first time getting somebody on the link. Y'all come up. Do you have big or low expectations for Anthony Davis? When do you think he will be on the court? I wanted him to play today. Pardon? Like, bro, come on, man. So if somebody want to come up, I'm going to chill in here for about a minute, and then if nobody come up, we'll move on from there. Y'all, we waiting for somebody to call in or join the stream. If nobody joins the stream, we'll pick up the show back here in a minute, and that's 1 minute.
Hi everybody, I'm Mercedes SL55.
Okay, good for you. Why did the Mavericks trade Luka Doncic to the Lakers? Reasons behind Dallas' stunning decision revealed. And y'all bear with me because, I mean, I say I'm legally blind. I need big zoom. All right. Let me put it on over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, that worked better. What you are seeking is a real Maverick fan. Dallas traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers in one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. Late Saturday night, landing Anthony Davis and Max Christie. I got to say his name slow. If I say it fast, I say crispy.
I beg your.
It's gonna be like he gonna be thinking I'm straight, but I digress. And the future first round pick was a part of a 3-team deal that shook the league to its core. And the other team was the decision to trade the 25-year-old phenom all-star talent baffled fans. Were you baffled? Drop it in the comments below. As soon as the news broke, the meme started. I added that. And it could go down as one of the greatest risks in NBA front office history. Just another year after leading the Mavs to the NBA Finals, Doncic is headed to where let me make this bigger, man. I got it all on this other screen. All right, y'all bear with me. I said I'm legally blind. All right, let's do this. Ever taken. Just 1 year after leading the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals, Luka Doncic is headed west, while Anthony Davis, an all-star talent himself, but considerably older, is heading to Dallas to form an unlikely duo with Kyrie Irving. Now, I need to know your thoughts on this. I honestly think Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving is a better pair than Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Because the things that Anthony Davis can do combined with the way Kyrie Irving is able to break down defenses, it will leave him to be able to expose their big man all night, putting him in compromising positions, whether it's on the low block, high block, or right under the basket. He's a true big and exemplifies somebody who's capable of being dominant on both ends of the court. So don't feel down. And he's got a lot of chances to definitely make his presence felt and make a lot of baskets. Unlike when it comes to someone who's more of a shooter, you're really playing a game of odds and numbers. Let me get this off the screen. They gonna get me. Let's see. With the 25-year-old ESPN Tim McCon reports, Doncic was set to be eligible for his second Supermax contract extension, and the Dallas Mavericks reportedly apprehensive, but about the Mavs had major concerns about moving forward with Luka Doncic due to his constant conditioning, and this is just a post Supermax contract. Notably, Doncic is no longer eligible for the Supermax deal following the trade, and so they might have got him the long way. Mavericks president of basketball operations Nico Harrison offered a different explanation for the deal, claiming his biggest motivation was there for defensive upgrade. I believe that defense wins championships, Harrison told ESPN. I believe that's getting an all defensive center and an all NBA player in the exchange for one.
I beg your pardon.
This explanation is unlikely to satisfy us. I'm not even gonna say Mavs fans, us, because that's who we are for real. Considering Davis is 6 years older than Doncic and coming with an injury history, well, I mean, Luka Doncic got a weight problem from what they tell. As soon as you get out the door, they slang you under the bus like it ain't no tomorrow. They rolling over the boy like it's nothing. I like the explanation. While Davis is a 10-time All-Star, he hasn't finished top 5 in MVP voting since 2017-18 season when he was with the Pelicans. Doncic has 3 top 5 MVPs finishes since entering the league in 2018. Luka Doncic's conditioning concerns. In addition to the original reports, Doncic's conditioning issue, there has been more reporting on his issue with his diet. All these lights, my eyes are, y'all. Bear with me. There had been a significant frustration within the organization about Luka Doncic's lack of discipline. Hey, we was talking about it, but if you have lack of discipline when it comes to your diet, then how are you going to have it when it comes to being on the court? He just kind of walked into a great situation, being as talented as he was. ESPN also reported Doncic had been limited by injuries to only 22 games. That's to the whole season, but he has never played fewer than 65 in a full 82 game season before this campaign. I told you, I thought he was out there low managing. Doncic is listed at 6'6", 230 pounds. Boy, they lie. I told somebody they don't update them stats once they go through once they first get in there. They don't double check or have you come back and check in. That boy done gained a lot of weight. Well, that money will do it. He been eating over there at Benny. Hey, y'all, bear with me 1 second. All right, y'all, let's wrap this article up. Luka did not request a trade. Mark Stein confirmed Dallas approached the Lakers with a proposal. ESPN Sean in the coffee shop with another man. Y'all supposed to come together and already had y'all coffee. I guess I don't know. The Mavericks approached the Lakers recently, and so it was Nico. Nico was the person who initiated the offer. Let me read this out for you. Oh, let's read the replies. Oh, let's go right here. We're gonna read the post and then we're gonna go through the, y'all know they be cutting up. So let me stop this and then put it back on here for you. All right, the Maverick, let me set this up for y'all real quick. We're gonna do the X-File vibe. The Lakers submit and believe the 25-year-old Doncic and his ability to be the face of their franchise for the next decade while giving Anthony Davis a win now move to Dallas. Why did the Mavs approach them? I'm kind of relieved. He is finally someone else's problem. We got a Lakers fan. Hey, yeah. Your problem? Hey, we can't have that. We can't have no more problems. We already got Klay Thompson, and y'all know we got to be worried about him 24/7. But to get a 25-year-old like Luka is okay. Reeves, Luka, DK. What the hell is DK? Donkey Kong, Smith, Vando. This person got a lot of time. Bronny, you put Bronny. It's a good base for the future. But now there will be another trade coming soon. Yeah, rumor has it, and you're hearing it here first in the Mavs sphere. Miles Turner might end up, drum roll, as a Los Angeles Laker. Let me find out. They trying to build a super team for one final go. LeBron gets a ring. Bronny gets a ring. Yeah, I said it. Let me find out. A last-minute playoff push in order to get them over the hump. And Bronny gets a ring. Bronny leaves the league next year to go do video games. LeBron's okay to do whatever he wants to do. He's won a championship with his son. The plot twist is heavy. Okay. Luka is better than LeBron and A. Why would Mark Cuban give him up so easily? Luka would the face of the Mavericks for years to come. Look, I'll have to fill in some of this stuff just because, you know, sometimes when people type, they type fast. Luka would be the face of the Mavericks for years to come. This doesn't make sense at all. Is trading Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis truly a smart choice for the Mavericks' long-term success? Mavs took a gamble, and when they saw that their team actually produced better results when Luka was injured and out, they ultimately saw it as a way to offer him up for a trade. Is that cap or facts? I read it again. My eyes getting dry, yeah. The Mavs took a gamble, and when they saw that their team was actually able to produce better results when Luka was injured and out, they ultimately saw that it was a way for them to offer him up for a trade. What's that say? I'm it's gonna work, but you know what I'm saying? You can't even say, you're just like, okay. Who's the center for the Mavericks didn't go to get the best deal? Makes no sense. What makes sense is Mark Cuban getting played by the Lakers makes me happy. Mavs Laker trade package. All right, family, we're gonna end it here. Matter of fact, I want to see some of the comments on this one. Who wins? That's correct. So we got 2 memes of the day. This is the last meme of the Mavericks Lakers trade. Excuse me. It was Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis and some things that we can't do anything with now. Remember, this is the one-stop shop for all things Dallas Mavericks. Make sure you hit that bell, like, subscribe, and tap in so you can be back in. And when you're in here, the only thing you bleed is Mavs blue. So